Hey, Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless Man. We are reading from our daily bread in Matthew chapter 18, verses 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. Dear Lord, I hate conflict. It is tempting to let conflict fester and instead complain about the offenders to others, but it never makes me feel good. Venting does little to resolve a problem. God, grant me the wisdom to understand when it is time to confront and help me to do so with grace. Confronting others is so difficult, and yet you have outlined the way to do it. Please give me the strength to resolve conflict firmly but discreetly. Going back up to the reading, the Lord is saying, if someone trespassed against you, go to that person directly, but in private, and let them know how they have offended you. That way, we're not holding hate in our heart. When we are offended by people, we unknowingly begin to hold grudges with them. And that festers into hate, dislike, and it can go further into bitterness, and that is never good. And then it's not fair because someone probably thought that they were doing or saying that out of who they are, out of the wisdom that they have. So us being children of God, we have to know that some people may not have the wisdom that we have to remain calm or know the right things to say at what time. So we always have to be mature enough to say, you know what, I'm going to let that bypass, or let me think or ask the Lord if this is a time for me to even speak on this conflict. Now, when you go and you confront someone responsibly, you have to do that alone. And if he hear you, every time some go on, somebody is not hearing you, people will meet up with you. They'll go to lunch. Hey, girl, let's go to lunch. That's what did say. Let's go to lunch. Girl, I want no lunch. Let's go to lunch because, I want to talk about something. Let's do something. And people will be feeling good all up until the point of you telling them, hey, so I just want to talk about something that happened the other day. I just felt like you offended me with the comment that you said about my hair. And I just want to let you know that I haven't been taking that good. And sometimes if that person is not hearing you, they can just say, oh my God, girl, you should let that go. That was like, 2 weeks ago? Like, why you just not bringing that to my attention? Like, girl, this is so petty. But anyway, what you about to order? We have to still be wise to say, you know what? Okay. Because a lot of the times we may not get those apologies or that understanding that we're looking for. So if they hear you, then you have gained your brother. If that person hears you, then they're going to be mature as well. You know what? I did not realize I offended you. I apologize from the bottom of my soul, because that is something that I was taught. That's something that we do in my culture. So I just thought that was just me being me. I did not mean to disrespect you. I'm so glad we came out today. If he hear you, then you have gained your brother. We have to put the emphasis on the if, because everybody is not going to hear us. Some people don't even care. The person in their testimony is talking about how much they hate conflict. I can agree with that. Hate conflict. And sometimes it seems like it's easier to vent to other people about that problem, but that causes more problem. It doesn't resolve the conflict. It can make the story get even messier. Those people will go back and tell, girl, you know what she just told me last week? It gets out of control. Somebody done threw the story off, added something. It just be too many people involved. I'm a victim to that, but we have to be wise to not fall victim to that. It's gossip. So when we have a problem, we have to take that directly to the Lord. This person in their testimony is saying, hey, Lord, grant me the wisdom and understanding to know when it's time to confront, and help me to do so with grace. There is some times that we don't need to say nothing. We have to be wise and hold our peace in general. And I know a lot of the times we think we know when those times are, but it can be the smallest times as well. It doesn't always have to be bland as far as somebody cussing you out and you like, okay, I'm gonna hold my peace. It can be small things as well, to where somebody throwing slick comments, or somebody talking about you in a shady way, or they hating or something like that, being fake, and you're not realizing that. So we have to ask the Lord, hey Lord, is this a situation that I should confront? And then how to do that with grace. Because when we look at what we've been through, when we look at what somebody else may have been through, we have all been raised differently. Somebody may have not had that wisdom or got that love that you have to be able to be compassionate like that. So, and then a lot of the times we be knowing the people personally anyway. So it's like, you already know this person struggles with depression. You have to handle them a different way. You have to ask the Lord, how is it? When is it? And do I need to confront this situation? And give me the grace to do that. That solves a lot of conflict that we have. The Lord always tells us to be slow to speak and quick to hear, to turn away from wrath. A silent, being silent turns away anger and wrath. The Lord tells us that all the time. It's easier said than lived. But Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless Man, when you get time today, I encourage you to read Matthew chapter 18 verses 15 and ask the Lord, how is it and when is it? And let him know what you're going through so he can help you if you need to address the situation. Understand, some of these situations can only be and will have to be resolved in the spirit. I love you. God bless you.